Quran awakened within. The world we experience is not the ultimate reality. It is a precisely orchestrated, meaningful, test-like, often deceptive, physical construct created by the divine consciousness, also known as the higher consciousness. Hold on. What do I mean by the world is not the ultimate reality? How is it a test? What makes it deceptive? Is God an evil mastermind? Do we have real freedom of choice, or is everything rigged? And for those who do not believe in God, could our existence just be by chance? This opens a Pandora's box of questions, ones I'd like to explore through the lens of the Holy Quran. For most people, our worldview is limited and biased, shaped by where we come from and the range of our knowledge and experience. That can narrow our perspective and create illusions that feel personal and convincing. This restricts us from seeing the bigger picture and experiencing reality for what it truly is, especially when we have to read beneath the surface or look beyond what we usually count as proof. In Surah 57, Al-Ḥadīd, verse 20, Allah says,
اعلموا أنما الحياة الدنيا لعب ولهو وزينة وتفاخر بينكم وتكاثر في الأموال والأولاد كمثل غيث أعجب الكفار نباته ثم يهيج فتراه مصفرا ثم يكون حطاما وفي الآخرة عذاب شديد ومغفرة من الله ورضوان وما الحياة الدنيا إلا متاع الغرور. Know that the life of this world is but amusement and diversion and adornment and boasting among you, and competition in wealth and children, like the example of rain, whose plant growth pleases the tillers. Then it dries, and you see it turning yellow. Then it becomes debris, and in the hereafter is severe punishment and forgiveness from Allah and approval. And what is the worldly life except the enjoyment of delusion?
This verse invites us to open our eyes to the everyday illusions and widen our perspective. This world is a passing enjoyment, not the ultimate reality. It's a field of tests that can mislead when we treat it as everything. Acts of temporary satisfaction, irrelevant competition, greed, and blatant showing off feed the illusion. Adding to this are anxiety, shame, fear, envy, lust, and anger. These are lower dimensional states of self, also called lower consciousness. They can turn inward, shaping how we treat ourselves, or turn outward, shaping how we treat others. Two common faces of lower consciousness are victim consciousness and abuse consciousness. Victim consciousness shows up as helplessness, unworthiness, and blame, directed at ourselves or at others. It sounds like, I'm powerless, nothing I do matters, they made this impossible, or I don't deserve better. It freezes initiative, shrinks responsibility, and keeps us stuck. Abuse consciousness shows up as domination, oppression, and harshness toward others or toward ourselves. It sounds like, I must control them. People only respond to force. I am weak, or I don't deserve mercy. It replaces care with control and turns strength into harm. Both states are fear-based. Both are illusions. They are not your identity, just passing states that can be named, softened, and changed. Think of it like this. there's a connection between our outer body and our inner soul. We live in a kind of duality, the seen and the unseen, matter and meaning, action and intention. The gut, heart, and mind belong to the seen side of life. The soul gives life and direction from the unseen. The soul is unseen until we learn to recognize it, and it shapes how our state of consciousness shows up in the way we live. The body is the vessel. The gut guides intuition. The heart centers feeling and purity, and the mind links awareness, attention, and thought. The soul's role is to align them toward what is true. The seen world is the front stage. The unseen is the lasting reality. Together, these shape our lived consciousness. When the outer and inner agree, we rise toward higher consciousness. When they split, outer without inner, or inner without outer, we slip into lower consciousness, either hustle without meaning, or retreat without responsibility. With this picture in mind, we can start to see through the illusions of this reality and understand who we are. Now let's look at life as a test. Since this world is an illusion and a deceptive enjoyment, the question arises, do you want to stay in that fog or overcome it for clarity? Imagine I told you the Sahara Desert was pink. You traveled there and found it was beige. You'd be upset with me for misleading you, and with yourself for believing it. The point isn't that beige is ugly, it's that an illusion was created. Now apply the same idea to other parts of life. Illusions are everywhere, so don't rely only on eyes and logic. Use your intuition, purity center, conscious prayer, and patience to see through them, one small step at a time. Many illusions are subtler than a simple color mistake in that desert. They run deep. The challenge or test is to overcome such trickery by slowly moving from lower consciousness to higher consciousness. As long as we loop in these lower states, chasing temporary amusement and irrelevant competition, we will continue to be misled and drift farther from Allah. On top of that, some exploit these tendencies to shape false narratives and hold power. If we're honest with ourselves and with what we observe in the world, we notice each of us chasing quick dopamine hits through habits with no real benefit, disguised as short-term, illusory happiness and a false sense of success. We then slide into vain self-adornment and the idolizing of others, enter hollow contests, test one another, and layer masks that hide who we are. In the end, this breeds mistrust and needless hardship for us and our loved ones. We scramble each day to cope with and cover our mistakes. Victim consciousness does not mean tolerating harm. Abuse consciousness is never justified by pain. Islam calls us to justice with mercy. Set boundaries. Seek help. Take responsibility. Repair what can be repaired. In truth, we just want real contentment, fulfillment, and happiness. So the task is to recognize the illusion, correct our direction, and keep moving toward higher consciousness. This does not mean God is cruel. In fact, Allah is continuously guiding you. He wants you to see and recognize His signs. Be open to receiving, practicing non-judgment of yourself and others. Eliminate imposed restrictions and the lenses of truth you've placed on yourself and others. Let go of biases. Many are part of the same illusion. Unlearning what you know is the first step. or at least being open to other perspectives. Answers can be found everywhere. By clearing the fog or dirt covering the surface, you reach what's pure, and that's where freedom of choice comes in. Move from victim to responsibility, from abuse to accountability, and from hurt to repair. That's how lower consciousness loosens and higher consciousness grows. Do you truly want to see or stay in the same loop? You may feel things are beyond your control. Staying centered in that righteousness with patience is the biggest challenge of all. In Surah 39, Zumar verse 62, the Quran says,
الله خالق كل شيء وهو على كل شيء وكيل. Allah is the creator of all things, and He is, over all things, the disposer of affairs.
Similarly, in Shiva Purana, Rudra Samhita 17.9, it is said, "By his own Maya he appears as many, yet he remains the one, the higher self within all beings." Here, Maya is considered to be illusions, so we're not in the ultimate reality. We're in a design setting where choices have weight and outcomes return. God is leading you. The only thing you can truly steer is your own state of being. Find your purity and elevate your consciousness, and leave the rest to Allah. He forgives with bounty and abundance those who seek to rise, while punishment comes as the natural consequence for those who deceive. Vengeance or revenge can distort your sense of justice, making harm feel fair or right. Patience never means accepting abuse. Islam commands justice and protection. Seek lawful help and set clear boundaries while keeping your heart clean of revenge. Leave matters in the hands of your Creator, the Creator of this grand existence. You may not see results right away. Buddhists call this karma, the patient law of returning what we give out. What goes around comes back around. It is the law of nature. In Islam, we frame this as Allah's justice and recompense. Nothing escapes His measure. And for those of you who see this all as chance or as evolution, you may still come to notice the interconnectedness of all things and the presence of a disposer of affairs. Now, let's do a simple practice. Sit up on a flat surface, relax your jaw, and exhale slowly. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4, and breathe out for a count of 6. Repeat this 2 times. Say one word for what's pulling you right now: adornment, comparison, rivalry, or quick relief. Quietly name the mode you're in, victim or abuse, without blame. Ask 3 quick questions. As per your gut, what's the honest nudge? As per your heart, what would be kinder? As per your mind, what's the smallest wise step? Align with a whisper. Allah is the disposer of affairs. This life misleads when treated as ultimate. Guide my next step. Do one concrete action now if it takes 2 minutes or less. Otherwise, schedule it for today. If you're unsafe or being harmed, seek help and set a firm boundary. Patience never means accepting abuse. Take one more breath. Inhale 4, exhale 6, and then take the step. One honest step Allah handles the rest. In the comments write, illusion, mode, victim, abuse, neither. Next step. Remember, 5720. This world misleads when treated as ultimate. 3962. Allah is the disposer of affairs. This world is a meaningful, test-like field. Align the inner and the outer, and take one honest step. If this helped, like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. May peace be upon you. Quran awakened within.